Welcome to Variant, where we love comics more than Batman loves justice. I'm your host, Arris. Today we continue with the origins of the Dark Knights with the Drowned. And why waste any time? Let's jump right in. The comic opens up with several pages showing the Drowned on Earth Zero taking over and quite literally drowning Amnesty Bay. She does so by vomiting water from her mouth, all Exorcist style, which is really disturbing but awesome nonetheless. I also really like the design for the character. It looks like she's straight out of the Pirates of the Caribbean films, which is very fitting. Anyway, it's during these first several pages on Earth Zero that we learn her name is Bryce Wayne, and that on her Earth, her lover is Sylvester Kyle, but he was killed by Metas. And obviously Sylvester Kyle is the male version of Selina Kyle. So literally everything is just gender reversed on her world. When Aquaman finally shows up after she sank Amnesty Bay, the Drowned even says, "An Aquaman." Gender roles are reversed here. Then after she trades some blows with Aquaman and Mera, we are given her origin on Negative Earth 11. We basically learn that Bryce Wayne fought Metas on her Earth, mainly to avenge the death of her boy toy Sylvester Kyle. She even says, "I've hunted and killed plenty of Atlanteans before, since they first appeared on my world years ago." And it's been 18 months since she's hunted down the last of the rogue Metas to avenge her Sylvester. And just when she thought she made the world safe, they appeared again led by their queen, Aquawoman, claiming that they come in peace. But no matter what version of Batman you're talking about, they know better, and Bryce was no different. So Bryce suited up and went to war with the Atlanteans, eventually killing Aquawoman with her own trident by ramming it right through her stomach. Killing their queen, she hoped they would get the message. But guess what? They did not. They retaliated by drowning all of Gotham. Because of this, Bryce realized she had to step up her game. So she went through a surgical process to become just like them. She used mutated hybrid DNA to give her accelerated healing, to be able to breathe underwater, and to control water itself. But if that wasn't enough, she then engineered an army to fight by her side, which she called Dead Water, which is an epic name. She did all of this because she had to win. And she did win, but it was at a price, a new way of life and a drowned world. And boom, that's how she became the Drowned. She augmented herself because no versions of Batman likes losing. But it came at a price. It's at this point in the book that the Batman Who Laughs shows up and recruits her to fight with the other Dark Knights to take over Earth Zero, as her and every other negative Earth is destined to die. Then back in the present on Earth Zero, we see the Drowned kicking the crap out of Aquaman and Mera. She even turns Mera into a zombie-like creature thing. And just as the Drowned is gonna kill Aquaman, Dr. Fate saves him, teleporting him the heck out of there. And the issue ends with the Drowned having taken over and sank Amnesty Bay, with her version of the bat signal shining into the now sunken bay, while she says, "I'm gonna drown it all, this whole world, trust me on that." And just like that, you now know what the Drowned is all about. I thought this was a really solid issue and origin story. I really like the idea of Scott Snyder and DC giving us an evil female version of Bruce. I think it was a smart way to change it up from the rest of the evil Bruce Waynes, and kind of making her an evil pirate with powers was awesome. Again, she reminded me of a villain from the Pirates of the Caribbean films, which is awesome because I love that franchise, or at least the first 3 films. In summary, I think this is another solid entry into the mythos of the Dark Knights, and I can't wait for more. These are just a blast to read.